So what exactly is Solana? Well, Solana is a blockchain technology, meaning that it is a way to track information in a decentralized fashion, similar to how we've probably all heard about how Bitcoin works, and Ethereum, and some of the other blockchains that are out there. And just like those blockchains, Solana is going to have a native cryptocurrency. We call this cryptocurrency SOL, which just stands for Solana, usually called SOL. So when we're talking about performing transactions, one person might send another person 5.6 SOL using the Solana blockchain. But furthermore, Solana is actually built to provide many transactions. And so what we can also find is that we get more than just cryptocurrency, but we get applications being built onto it, as well as the concept of tokens. And tokens basically just means that we can build our own cryptocurrency type structure on top of an existing blockchain. Except rather than using the native cryptocurrency of Sol, we can generate our own tokens and exchange them using Solana transactions and leveraging the Solana network. Now, why would we go with Solana? Because there are plenty of other blockchain solutions out there, and yet Solana has made a big name for itself in the industry. Well, there are 4 key reasons that we're going to discuss here. The first of which is that we have an extremely high amount of throughput on Solana compared to some of the other blockchains. For example, when we're talking about the number of transactions per second, we can look at some legacy blockchain networks like Bitcoin, which hovers around 10 or so transactions per second, and Ethereum, which does way more than that. We're talking about 20 transactions per second. But when we talk about Solana, we see that Solana is approaching 1,000 transactions per second. It's not even close. The amount of transactions that Solana can handle just puts to shame all of the other older blockchains. And this was a huge part of why the world started paying attention to Solana, especially as it grew. We also see that we have much lower transaction fees. It is very expensive to send Ethereum, to send Bitcoin, because we're having to send the gas fees or the miner fees. And with Solana, we're talking about less than a penny. From a US dollar to penny perspective, way less than a penny for most transactions at current rates. And so we're talking about a fraction of a single SOL, the cryptocurrency. For example, the last transaction that I made on the Solana network cost me 0.00085 SOL. That is an incredibly low fee, especially compared again to some of the legacy blockchain architectures. We also find that we get the benefit of extremely fast confirmation. Sending transactions on the Bitcoin network can take 10 minutes. And yet with Solana, we see our transactions happening about once every 400 milliseconds from a block perspective. So we can produce a block every 400 milliseconds, meaning that we can produce about 2.5 blocks per second. So if our transaction doesn't make it through the first block, well, with Bitcoin, we'd have to wait another 10 minutes. But with Solana, we just have to wait another 400 milliseconds or so for that confirmation to come through. Now, lastly, and very importantly, it is extremely developer friendly, meaning that we are going to continue to see all kinds of decentralized apps showing up on our network here with Solana. And so we can expect to see not just the dApps and not just the tokens, but even NFTs and whatever comes next as this industry is continuously evolving. So this is why Solana has caught so much attention and why it is doing so very well in the blockchain industry. And from here, we can continue to explore all of the benefits and all of the ways that we can leverage the Solana network. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's always a great day at the lake.